Hey there, so I own a small screen printing studio called Extra Salty Swag, and today I just got a new Epson SureColor 400 printer because I wanted to try out printing halftones with AccuRIP Ruby, and that program only takes a certain amount of printers, so I had to get this fancy freaking printer with like 8 print heads. And what I'm doing is I'm installing an all-black refill system. So I'm going to swap out all the colored print heads that come with the Epson, and I'm going to replace them with like refillable black cartridges. So I got this from solutionsforscreenprinting.com. It's called the Dmax. It's like a UV blocking ink thing, and this is the first time doing it. Really hoping I don't mess this up because this printer is expensive, but let's see how we do it.
What I got here is the Dmax black UV light blocking die, and what they sent me are all these printhead nozzles. The ink goes in these little things, so they're refillable. They look just like the other ones, but what's cool is you can refill them. For comparison, these are the Epson tanks, straight from the manufacturer. So how does this work, you might ask? Well, they sent me these little directions, and one of the things on here says the chamber requires priming before use. And so we watch a little video to get started. So let's watch that before we do anything else. All right, so we went to the URL solutionsforscreenprinters.com/get-started, and then apparently we made a great purchase. So we're looking for a printer here. This is I have the Epson P400. We're gonna click that and see what happens. Yeah, important note, do not install the firmware updates because the ink chips will no longer be read. So don't install it. Number 1, do not peel off the plastic covering ink seal. And pigment film is the wrong type of dye ink. All right, here we go. So don't pull that off. I have one of the ink cartridges here, and you see that little film right there? Apparently that's what we're not supposed to do. So let's watch this other tutorial video.
So I just watched that video, and apparently I was wrong. You are supposed to have the manufacturer ink tanks in there and actually run a test color alignment print before putting in the all black cartridges. So before I even fill the black ones, I'm going to put in the real Epson tanks and make sure that the printer's actually working.
This thing has a lot of freaking cartridges, that's for sure. So we're just gonna rip all these off. What color is this? PK. Who knows? Can't believe this has so many colors. Then, I don't know if we're supposed to have MK, but we're gonna look, but I'm telling you, these printers, this is how they get you. They got so many ink tanks, and then they just charge you for like 30 bucks for each refill. Not anymore, because we got our black ink refillable system. Watch out. Oh, here we go. We got the, what is this? MK, PK, whatever. Let's put it in.
We got the first color print test going. Let's see, it's in action. Let's see, oh god, there it is. Can you see this? There we go. Now we gotta check for alignment, make sure everything looks good, and then we're gonna swap them out for the black.
Quickly, we are going to take all the print heads out. I'm gonna push the ink, and then we will somehow save these for future dates. Stay tuned on that. But I'm gonna take each one of these out, and then I'm gonna fill up the black cartridges with their ink. I didn't want to do it too early because I don't want black ink everywhere. So we'll see how that goes.
Alright, I'm going to open this up. We got a little plastic thingy. Cut that out. Definitely don't want to get black ink everywhere. I have no idea if this stains. I don't intend to find out. Alright, so we got this needle thing. How we get it off, you ask? There we go. And then we put it, bam, bam. Alright, so the directions said fill it up with like 12 milliliters of ink. So we're gonna just gulpy gulp. Keep going. Keep going. I think we're past 10. Alright. Oh boy. Alright, so our first tank, we gotta remove that little plastic thing. I don't know if, I think, oh, it just comes out. Alright, so the ink goes in that hole, right there. This other hole, that's for air, so don't put the ink in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, here you go, so you can see. We're gonna shoot the ink in till it reaches the top of the little nodule, which should be about 10 milliliters. So we're about there. Okay, cool. And then you know that plastic part on the bottom, they told you not to take off. Well, what we're gonna do is, I guess the next thing is use this little syringe to pop a little hole in there somehow. Ah, there we go. And then you're just gonna draw out like 5 milliliters just to get the ink coming out. You know, just to get it kind of ready. So we got some ink, and then whoop, we're gonna put it right back in, nice and slow. And then we're gonna close it all up with our little rubber thing back in there. Boom. There we go, there's one. All right, I'm gonna go through the rest of these and then put them in the printer and see if it works. Stain. But we got them all in, all the black ones. And now, if you remember, we poked a hole in the bottom of those cartridges and we drew some ink out. Well, if you look at the manufacturer cartridges, they actually have this hole in them. So anytime you press it down, click it down, it actually punctures that hole. So we kind of did that already with those. And we got them all primed so the ink can flow through. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna print a test print on the computer, and it'll look just like the other one, but with all black. I do not know what's happening here. It's kind of spazzing out. So we're just gonna close this. Maybe push this button again? I don't know. Oh. Did that work? Close that again. Really hope I don't fuck this up. Let's see. All right, we got our printer dialog. Let's try to print a test page. All right, it's doing its thing. It's working. There it goes. Hopefully we didn't fuck this up. Oh, got a little bleed happening. Oh, don't worry, now there's printing. Hopefully that'll work itself out. It'll stop bleeding. All right, we ran the print nozzle cleaning, and now it's printing another test page. So hopefully this one will work out and we don't have any bleeding. See what just happened. We did a second nozzle cleaning. Look how good that is. So we're printing another just to make sure we didn't fuck it up. Man, I'm super soaked. Hopefully we can try and get some halftones printing soon. Yeah, look at that. Look at that money. It's working. So stoked that we got that printer working. All the bleeding was kind of freaking me out, but you know, cleaning those print heads is a must. So hopefully we can now start printing halftones on this like acetate stuff. And what kind of acetate is it, you might ask? I would ask that too. This came with the printer. It is this Right Film premium waterproof film. I'm sure online they also suggest some other kinds. I would check those out because I'm sure this Dmax can only print on certain things. But yeah, awesome.